In this video, I will show you the easiest and most efficient way to start investing in the stock market. This fully automated strategy takes less than 30 minutes to set up, and you can literally forget about it for the next 30 years. It is arguably one of the best ways for beginners with little to no knowledge of the stock market to start investing and generating wealth over the long term. This strategy consists of signing up for a robo-advisory service that will invest your money in a model portfolio that is adapted to your age, your investment horizon, your risk tolerance, and your investment objectives. This strategy is ideal for beginners because it allows you to start investing in a diversified portfolio without having to do any research or making any tough decisions on your own. If you're young, you probably don't need sophisticated investment advice. The most important thing is that you start investing and commit to a long-term investment plan. This strategy allows you to do just that while keeping your costs down, so it is perfect for most beginners. As you learn more about investing, you can then start branching out and investing in other assets that you believe will make you money over the long term. Even then, you can keep this automated strategy running in the background as a long-term savings plan and never have to worry about it again. Without further ado, here is the tutorial that will teach you exactly how to set up this automated strategy. So the first thing you want to do is go to wealthsimple.com and log in. If you have an account, you can simply log in. If not, you'll want to sign up and create an account. It's a very easy process. It'll take you about 15 to 20 minutes to get set up, and then you will land on the home screen, and then we can actually get started creating this automated investment strategy. So this is the Wealthsimple homepage, but the first thing you want to do before you create the investment strategy is you will want to fund your account by linking your bank account, which will allow you to move funds from your bank account to your Wealthsimple account to fund your investment strategy. So find your bank in the list of partner banks and then enter your banking information in order to link your bank account to your Wealthsimple account. It'll take a couple minutes for the system to verify and link your banking details, and then once it has done that, you will be all set and ready to start investing. So now the next thing you're going to do, you're going to go up to the top left hand corner and you're going to click on Managed Investing and Save, Sell It and Forget It Investing and High Interest Saving. You're going to click on there and it's going to initiate the process. Which product you want to start with? You're going to start with Invest. I want Wealthsimple to manage a portfolio for me. You are going to click on the very first option of this list. Now you will have to add your personal details before you can create a personalized portfolio, open your account. So just click Get Started to start the process. The first step, you're going to add some personal details. This should be very easy. It is your personal information. So I can skip this part. I don't have to show you every single page here. I'm just going to put your name, your employment information, and your address, your contact number, etc., which is part of the Know Your Client process that Wealthsimple must do from a legal perspective to ensure full compliance of your account with regulatory standards. Now, the second part here is going to get to know you as an investor. They're going to ask questions about how much risk you're comfortable with, what your timelines are, just your general financial goals. So you're going to have to click on Continue, and then it will launch a series of questions that will get to know you better as an investor. So what is the main reason you're investing? For me, it's retirement. Maybe for you, it'll be some other kind of goal, but for most people who have a long-term investment horizon, retirement is the goal of investing. So you can click that, select Next. So when would you like to retire? You can set your age. 65 is the standard retirement age. That's what we're going to go with for this tutorial. What will your income be this year? You can enter whatever your income is for that year. For the purpose of this video, I am going to enter $80,000. How much money do you have saved? So here we'll just say we have zero savings. So Wealthsimple obviously recommends building an emergency fund, which is what everyone should do before they start investing. I have an emergency fund, so you should also finance your own emergency fund, which is composed of 3 to 6 months living expenses before you start investing. But for the purpose of this video, we will just say that we have no assets. We're starting from scratch. We're literally starting an investment strategy from zero. So the value of your debts, value of your houses. So you can so once you've set up your financial profile, Wealthsimple will ask you, how much do you know about investing? So personally, I have a good understanding of investing, but you should here be truthful and really put whatever your actual knowledge is, because that will kind of determine the kind of products that they will put you in. So this is now the risk you're willing to take. How much risk are you willing to take with your investments? The higher the risk, the higher the expected return. But also keep in mind, with more risk comes more volatility, which could be psychologically difficult to withstand for some people. So make sure you select the risk profile that is good for you. So now you can choose the kind of model portfolio you would like. Would you like a socially responsible portfolio, a classic portfolio, or a halal portfolio? That's entirely up to you to choose. I'm going to go with the classic one here, but there's a type of portfolio for everyone. So now they're building a custom portfolio based on the answers we made to each of the questions. So they are recommending me the Growth Classic portfolio. I have a long timeline, so they're recommending that I take on a bit more risk, which should theoretically over the long term generate greater gains. So if I start with a $2,000 contribution and save $1,300 a month, I should have by age 65 anywhere from $850,000 to $2.4 million. You can play around with this little investment calculator. However, we're going to start from scratch, absolutely from scratch, and create a low maintenance, low budget investment strategy. We're going to start with a $0 contribution and invest $100 a month. And we're going to see the projected value of this investment by age 65. So if we save $100 every month by age 65, we should have anywhere from $67,000 to $187,000 to $185,000, sorry. And it shows you here by age the amount of projected value of the investment account. These are just projections, and these could change depending on the performance of your investments. So you should not take these numbers too seriously. They are, again, simply projections based on expected returns. Now, Wealthsimple explains how the portfolio is built to maximize long-term wealth. We see here it's going to be 80% equity, 20% fixed income and gold. We can click on view the holdings. We'll see that we'll have a quarter of US equities in the portfolio, the Vanguard Total Market Stock ETF. We're going to have 20% international equities. Then we'll have the emerging market equities, 14% of the portfolio to have some diversification there. 10% Canadian equities of the TSX Composite, pretty solid investment. Global equities, 10%. And then we're going to have the fixed income part here with 16.5% government bonds. Not the ideal investment right now, but over the long term should do okay. Gold, 2.5%, good to have that allocation in there, and then 1% short-term Canadian bonds. So you have a well-diversified portfolio. We don't have to make any calls here. Wealthsimple is doing it for us, and we can just click Start This Portfolio, and then those are the assets that we will be investing in. So now we're going to open our first account. It's going to ask us which type of account we want to open. Do we want a TFSA, a non-registered, or an RSP? So you can transfer an existing account if you have one at another institution, but I'd like to start with a new account. And once I click that, it's going to ask me the type of account. So I'm going to click TFSA. Before you proceed, make sure you verify your TFSA contribution room. Very important to ensure you don't over-contribute. And then you can click Next. You can open a saving account if you want. I will click maybe later, not interested for now. Again, what am I saving with this? Why am I opening this TFSA? It's to fund my retirement. Here's the agreement. You're just going to read through the whole thing and then click I agree. And then your TFSA is now open. You're now going to be able to fund this account. So you're going to put money in the account that will be invested at a regular time. Click Fund the account. Now from your bank account, you can select the amount that you're going to want to invest. I'm going to click $100, and I want to track my contributions. This is very important. So we're living in Canada in 2009. The TFSA was created in Canada. I moved to Canada later than that, so my contribution room is going to be a lot less than the maximum contribution room. And then I'm going to answer these standard questions here just to see what my TFSA contribution room is. Actually, I know what it is because I saw my CRA report recently, so I know that it's $12,000. However, I am going to just fill this out here. I did invest $100 somewhere else. So what was my contribution room at the start of 2022? It was $12,000. So I have $11,900 to play with in this account this year. That should go up by about $6,000 next year. So now that is all done, it's telling me how much I can contribute. I'm going to invest $100. The schedule of this investment will not be just this once. It will be a monthly investment. So every month on the 1st, so I will select here, for example, the 1st of July. I will invest $100 on the 1st of every month, starting the 1st of July, submit my deposit, confirm this deposit, and now my auto invest strategy will begin. So my account will be drawn on the 1st of July, and then the money will be invested within 3 days of the money arriving in the account. And that is basically my investment strategy. It's all set up. It took us about 15 minutes, a bit less. And here we go, upcoming every month on the 1st, an auto deposit from my RBC account to my TFSA, starting July 1st, $100 investment in this model portfolio.